Hey everybody, you know what time it is. It's my favorite day of the week, New Comic Wednesday. I'm Tony Varela, and I got my little buddy back. I thought I'd lost the little guy. His long-term condition's not going to change, but in the short term, he's feeling much, much better, and I highly appreciate all the kind thoughts and prayers and well wishes for this little guy. He's been getting round the clock care from me and my parents, and his appetite is coming back a little bit, so I don't know how long I got him on this planet, but I'm going to enjoy every minute of him as long as he's loving life too. So I'll keep you posted on that, and thanks again everyone. I really appreciate it. It's been a tough week for Yogs especially, but me too, and the people that love him. But it's good to see him doing better, and I'll keep you all updated. So hey, let's talk about some comics. So March 31st, Comic Day, pretty decent. I was able to stay under my budget, but just barely. Also, I had ordered this. This is the newsstand version of Star Wars Insider number 200, and this looks like a photograph, but it's not. It is a drawing, and I looked and looked to see who the artist was, but all I could find out was stuff about Peach Momoko, which she did the variant on that issue, which was a really nice cover art from her. I love and hate it. That one, I loved it. Next up, I got Bad Cat. Tom King's writing this book. Not a fan, but I do love Clayman's art, and so far Tom King's done a decent job on this book. We also have us a Jim Lee cover. Almost looks Finch-like right there, really deep and dark on the line work and the cross hatching. We're going to get the first appearance of Helena Wayne as Batwoman. That is the daughter of Batman and Catwoman. So, man, I can't recommend that Clayman art highly enough. Next up, we got a new title from Source Point Press. This is, it's the Cult of Dracula is what it is. Rich Davis is doing the writing on this. We got Gyula Newmeth doing the art, and that is a beautiful, beautiful Shannon Meyer cover art. And this is kind of like a different take on what we do in the shadows, but instead of a dark comedy or satire, this is a story about a lady that takes the film crew on to videotape a cult of vampires. Looks like they probably get a little more than they bargained for. This book's getting a little heat on it, so I definitely recommend it just for that Shannon Meyer cover alone. Image got quite a few decent books today. We got Spawn 316, and as usual, Todd McFarlane giving us those $2.99 cover prices. And normally that would implore me to buy all of the covers. Almost got the black and white. There was a Plague Spawn cover as well. But Todd McFarlane's doing the writing on this. We got Carlo Barberi doing the interior art, and I decided to pick up that Bjorn Berens cover. You sweet little guy. All right, next up, Department of Truth, and it's kind of thrown me for a loop. Martin Simmons has not been doing the interior art on that. Very distinct art style that I'd gotten used to. And now we got Tyler Boss, and he's a little bit better than the previous artist, but I'm still not happy. James Tynion doing a great job on this book, and definitely talks to make a series on Netflix with this title, so it is extremely hot. I don't know which way is up on this book right here, but we got crossover number 5, and I've had a hard time even getting in the mood to read number 4. Just was not digging it as much as I had hoped, and King in Black by Donny Cates, for that matter, is just kind of drawn out. I'm a bit sick of that one and ready to wrap it up, and I think most of those tie-ins have been pretty worthless as well, so not happy with that. And that seems to be a lot the problem with a lot of great writers. They may have a good premise or a good start, but they seem to have a hard time wrapping it up. So I'm going to read these two issues together, 4 and 5, and see if maybe they hold me a little better, and the cohesiveness from story to story might make me like it a little bit more. And I heard there's going to be some God Country tie-ins in this book too, so we'll see about that. And I've got a couple of God Country issues to show you too for my comic haul portion of the program. We got Shadecraft number 1. This is written by Joe Henderson. We got Lee Garbett doing the art and cover on this book, and this one is already Netflix optioned, and the art inside looks kind of decent. I'm a little tired of all these chicks doing witchcraft stuff, witchcraft and Satanism and stuff. It's really getting normalized a lot lately. You see those 666 Nike shoes? Now Nike's trying to say that they didn't know? Come on, get out of here. Next up, this came out last week. This is from Heavy Metal, and I saw it on the shelf today. I picked up 2 of them. This is Cold Dead War number 1, and this is by George Romero. the son of the Romero that did Night of the Living Dead. So we'll see how that is. It's definitely got some heat on it. $20 to $30 on the eBay. German Ponce is doing the cover and interior art on this book. And I don't care nothing about interior art on this book. This is simply a cover by. Normally I read all my books, but I probably won't read this one. All I need is that sweet Sun Kumanaki cover. Love to say Sun Kumanaki. Sun Kumanaki. Oh yeah. So I don't know if you know or are familiar with Sun Kumanaki's art, but she's great. But you'll notice a lot of the ladies she tends to draw look the same, and that's because she uses herself as a cover model. And if you take a look, Sun is beautiful in her own right, and hey, don't mind her using herself as a cover model, because she's gorgeous and her art is gorgeous. Next up from IDW, we got The Last Ronin. This is number 2, second print, and of course that's done by Eastman and Laird. And normally I try not to buy some of these second prints unless they got really cool cover art, but I do love the Sai representing, well, I don't want to spoil anything. If you haven't read this series yet, it's really good. If you're a Turtles fan, it's definitely a must. Next up from Marvel, we got Beta Ray Bill, and I love me some Beta Ray Bill. And Thor's been kind of mistreating him lately, and I think that's partially what this book is about. And it's got some King in Black tie-ins. At least he's fighting a different dragon besides the normal symbiote dragon, which kind of seems to be the going run of all the crossover. Hey, let's fight a symbiote dragon. It's really repetitive and lame. But at least it's going to be Fing Fang Foom in this one. We got Daniel Warren Johnson doing the writing and art on this book. I got the Bon Coelho Stormbreakers. I've been getting as many of these Stormbreakers as I can, and I'm really loving most, if not all, of Marvel's new artists, except for... oh man, I can't think of the yokes. I'll think of it in a minute. The Union. Not a title I normally buy. We got Paul Geist is doing the writing on this. Andrea DeVito doing the art. Decent art inside, but got it for this Ryan Brown cover. I will read this book anyways, but I buy just about anything Ryan Brown puts out. Super dope artist. One of my favorites. We got Silk number 1, and I think this is volume 2 or 3 of Silk. We got Maureen Goo is her last name. Goo. Goo. Oh man, I don't know what kind of parents. I want to meet her parents. Takeshi Miyazawa is doing the art inside. I believe Takeshi was doing the art on Spider-Gwen for a while. And we got Ji-Hyung Lee giving us this awesome, I don't know if that's a cover B or a cover C, but it's dope. And there is a Virgin 1 in 50 of this book, which is really hot. We're going to get the first Saya Ishiri on this title. Went ahead and picked up 2 titles of these, and there's also a Ji-Hyung Lee variant, another Ji-Hyung Lee variant of this issue on his website. If it's not sold out, you should check it out. Super dope. Super dope. Oh man. This one gives me the whole 90s feel, man. I'm thinking about putting on some Rat or Twisted Sister or Def Leppard while I read it. But the X-Men Legends art by Brett Booth does the cover as well. Man, Brett Booth's art is dope. Now, I've been showing you some of his Bloodsport art that he did a while back, so you might check some of those Bloodsport back issues. Really good stuff. Bloodsport or Bloodshot? Bloodshot. Anyways, definitely should check out some of his early art, and it definitely gives you those 90s feels. We got X-Men number 19, written by Jonathan Hickman. This guy's a genius, man. Some people write stories. This guy builds worlds. And I'm like, when he writes his first book, does he already have all this mapped out? Because it seems like he does, and it's just mind-blowingly crazy. And I'm really loving so many X titles right now, and it's been a long time since I could say that. But Mahmoud Asrar is doing the art on that. Normally we have Lionel Francis Yu doing the interiors, but he is on the cover of this. And we got X-23 or Wolverine coming back from the world. And she's going to be drastically changed, I believe. So I'm definitely looking to the events on that book. Some books that I'm going to get in the future and maybe you should be looking out for. We got Black Cat number 4, the 1 in 25 Adam Hughes variant was super sexy. And you'll also get the, I don't know if it's the first appearance or not, but it's an appearance of Lily Hollister, Queen Cat. I don't know how important that is, but definitely should check out that Adam Hughes cover. I've got 2 of them on the way. I got them early, but they are going 3-4 times ratio, so definitely check that out. Avengers Man-Thing had a Gleason variant. Remember the web variant for the Amazing Spider-Man that got so hot, and then they just hoarded out and made a multitude of covers and second print 1 in 25s. Well, there was a Man-Thing variant of that, but they kind of played themselves out, so I passed it up. Heir to Darkness, Power Rangers, the 1 in 50 Jenny Friesen cover. Holy crap, man. I would have gotten that. I love me some Friesen, and I'll even overpay. But that thing, the cheapest I've seen it go for is $200 if you can even find it on the eBay. So I'm going to wait until the heat goes down on that. Definitely think there's some FOMO going on, and in the future I'll be able to get that at a more reasonable price, closer to ratio. All right, I got some books on the hunt to show you, and then I got some books in the mail as well. So hold on to your seats. I got some really good stuff to show you. Now I picked this out on the hunt. Got it for cover priced. That's Tokyo Ghost #1, and this is going for $20 to $30 on eBay. Legendary Pictures has picked this up, and Carrie Fukunaga is going to be directing this. I got the first 2 issues of that, and I think I already had this in my own collection somewhere, so hoping to dig that up. God Country, as I mentioned earlier, I've been hearing some really high recommendations on that, so I was able to pick up this #2, and I'm going to try to grab the series and see if it grabs me, by Donny Cates. Some people say this is his best stuff. I got number 5 or 6 as well. That's the Gerard Zaffino cover. Really, really great artist. And also for $5, I was able to get this Batman 47 Alex Ross variant, and got this Michael Turner Harley Quinn #1. Got me a little Libermejo. There's some Suicide Squad 16 there. That's an homage cover as well. And we got Earth 2. That is a appearance of Calvin Ellis, the Black Superman of an alternate universe who was also president. Man, I wish our president was Superman. Super something. Next up, we got Wonder Woman 9 by Jenny Friesen. And I got a virgin and a very limited trade dress. And I ordered these a long time ago, but I don't know if you can see them glow under the black lights up there, but man, if you put this thing under a black light, that lasso glows like crazy. Really, really cool. Oh man, I've been trying to get this one at a good price for a while. $25. This is a variant of the Children's Crusade by Arthur Adams. Arthur Adams knows how to draw the ladies too. Woo, really, really nice stuff. Happy to grab that, and still butthurt about not getting the thank you variant 1 per store of this Harley Quinn #1. Let's see, who's the artist on this thing? Yoshitaka Amano. Boom, can't believe I got that one. I like the pink cover better anyways, so maybe I should thank my comic shop for not having me waste some money on a comic that I don't need. You know, sometimes I get FOMO because of the price of a rising comic, and I don't really flip comics, so if I don't like it, I try not to buy it. Joker, Ryan Brown, boom, need I say more? And it's crazy because I just got this stack of comics that I had ordered. It had been a long time. There's a Francisco Mattina. And I waited, and they finally came in. And I didn't even remember ordering this variant cover right here. I believe this is limited to 300. Oh man, Neil Adams. I couldn't think of his name for a moment. And that's an homage to Batman 251. And pretty cool, but I don't have the Batman 251, and I'm not a big Neil Adams fan either. And then today, mailman comes by, gives me the same package. I don't think I bought these twice on accident, so I don't know if they're double shipping over there at Sad Lemon Comics, but they're going to be real Sad Lemon Comics if they keep doing that. And just a couple of more. Daredevil 609, first cameo appearance of Vigil, a character that kind of dissolved as a dream sequence or some such, but I really have a feeling this character is going to have a reappearance one day, and it was dope. And this book is really hard to find too, 609 second print. And I'm going to be looking to get the 610 second print as well. That one's really hot. And last but not least, one more Ji-Hyun Lee comic. And I didn't buy this right off the bat because, well, I'll tell you why in a second. Amazing Spider-Man 48. But Ji-Hyun Lee is one of my favorite cover artists. I love his line work. But the only thing about this one is, if you turn it sideways, it just looks like some drunk girl peeing in the parking lot. But and it's a little dark. But anyway, I still love it. And definitely don't want to miss out. I've been getting almost all of his except for the $500 1 in 500 variant. If you actually, $500 might be cheap rate for these days. So hey, thanks again for all the well wishes, prayers, good thoughts. I'm gonna take care of this little guy as long as I can until he's not enjoying it anymore. But I love him, and he's getting lots of love, and I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Please look down and hit that like and subscribe button. Tell your friends, tell your kids, tell your wife where to see all the hottest comics and variant covers. And we'll see you next time.